Hi guys, welcome back to the workshop. I'm Nick Reeves and I thought I'd give you just a little bit of update as to what's going on. This video isn't intended for any sort of particular build or any particular project. There's been a few things going on off camera that I thought I might tell you about. Or if you haven't seen some of the videos that have been put up recently, just to let you know about them. Haven't been out doing too much flying recently, various other things going on. Weather hasn't helped as well, but we have made the most of it when we can. I've come to the conclusion that this camera here and or cameraman that isn't me isn't great for videoing models in the air. Cameraman doing the job needs more practice, but I also don't think this camera is great for doing it. So hopefully I might be able to piece together enough footage from the Bearcat flying, this past flying session, to put a video together for you guys. The Bearcat I'm on about is the Arrows Models Bearcat. It flies really well, really well. I did hear previously that it needed to be how can I word it? It needed lead in the front with a 3S 2200. So, as others have done, I thought I'd make usable weight and put a 4S 2200 in it. I only needed 10 grams of lead additional in the front, and it might, I'm going to experiment, but I might put a few more grams in just to see if it flies any better or worse, being slightly nose heavier. It's perfectly flyable as it is, but I wonder if it might need just a little bit more. So yeah, that flies really well. That's a great airplane. I'm sure I'm going to get to like that and fly it a lot. We had a great session at the field on the particular day we were flying that, because our club's just bought a couple of new lawn mowers for the strip, and it's now cutting it to within an inch of its life, so it's almost like a bowling green to fly from. It's a very good session. Again, I don't know when this video is going to get posted in relation to another one, but we did have one model fatality. Ewan's Excalibur went in. A few issues surrounding that, but that'll be covered in the other video. What else have we been flying? This Water 4 XL is getting on a bit now, but Ewan's getting to grips with it. He's looking to set his silver. Here in Scotland it's equivalent to the British Model Flying Association B. Unfortunately, if you're out with the UK you might not know what I'm on about, but it's an achievement scheme. But when we were flying this last time, the engine, it's a DLE 20 in here. It was, although it's been run quite a lot recently, it started having a bit of a misfire from like mid to top end. Nothing's changed on it. The fuel's the same mix, everything's the same. I tried tweaking the needles just to see if that helped, and there was a difference in the tuning, but it didn't get rid of the popping and banging, it just reduced it a little bit. So after that, actually while I was at the field, I ordered some, as I said, I ordered a new plug, but I actually bought 10 because it was cheaper to buy 10. These are the CM6s. If you've got a DLE engine, brand new, the plug that comes with them might say NGK on it. More than likely it'll say DLE. Take that plug out, skip it, put a genuine NGK plug in. I've had a lot of people having issues that have been resolved by changing the plug. So I'm wondering if this engine, although this was a genuine NGK plug in the front, I'm wondering if the plug's breaking down. Without starting to change out the ignition system or anything like that, that's the easiest thing to change to see if it makes a difference. So it's like £3 or £3.50 or something like that if you buy them by the 10. Old plugs out, new plugs in, so when I get an opportunity I'm going to nip up the field and give this a run up and a fly and just see what it's doing. This week doesn't look conducive for doing that. The weather's changeable, shall we say. But I might just nip up there and on the off chance just grab a couple of flights. What else is going on? Well, we've got the build. I don't know if you'll be able to see. There's a flying wing here. That's coming on, waiting on fuel tank coming for that before I can progress it anymore. But the builds are going on. The build videos are going up. What else did I have going on? I was going to tell you about something else. I can't think what it is now. No, I can't think off the top of my head. I have got some more projects developing. One of which is a model that I've ordered from Steve Holland. It's one of his, got to get the name right, Farmyard, I think it's called. He's got a series of airplanes. The first one was a Farm Hand. Then he's got like the next generation of that, which is called the Farmyard. Then he's got a high wing version, which is a Barnyard and a Barn Hand or something. The names are, it doesn't matter. It's a low wing aerobatic aeroplane to take a Zenoa 38. The idea being that as Ewan's getting used to flying this, I wanted something that was a little bit bigger so that he can get used to flying larger models. So that once he has got his silver, he's desperate to display on a flight line somewhere. But I want him to get used to flying bigger models before he goes and does that. And I think the Farmyard will be a good aeroplane to do it. As I said, it takes us a Zenoa 38, so it's not going to be overpowered or anything. But it's 90 odd inch wingspan, so it's a good size aeroplane. So that's, I believe the kit's coming to me in the next couple of weeks. I will do a full build on that, simply because people like seeing how I do things. And there'll be links to availability of the kit as well when I do it. Still got other things I'm just looking around at that I haven't been finished yet. Really, projects haven't been finished. I've still got the two novices which I need to finish, one of which literally just needs a receiver in, the other one needs a couple of servos put into it, and then they're both ready to go. Yeah, lots of projects going on. The other thing which I desperately need to do, and I was speaking to Ewan about this last night, is this garage workshop. There's far too much stuff in it to make it usable, make it user friendly. So I'm having a serious think how I can rearrange it and have a good clear out of stuff that's in here. Now behind the camera, in the corner, there's a fridge freezer, which was, I can't remember if it was our old one or if it was one that somebody gave us, but we had it because we had two fridge freezers fail on us very close together, and we want to have something as a backup so if one does fail, we've got somewhere to put fridge and freezer stuff. That's not been used, that's been used for fishing bait, freezing fishing bait, and that's it, since we've had it in there. So to me that's valuable space that needs to be addressed. So the plan is to get rid of that, have another shelving unit put in next to it, and have a rack for models against the wall. I don't think I've ever filmed that end of the garage, but I've got a wing rack to my right as I'm looking at it, where wings are stored, and then to the left there's just going to be, the idea is like a wing rack again, but for flying wings and smaller models, things like the Excalibur, the Zaggies that are behind me here, the Stiffy, the S800. I also need to clear this bench a lot more. I need to find homes for stuff, things like bottles of glue. I have got storage for them, but they're a reach away. So what I'm thinking is making shelves just literally underneath the edge of the bench. It's almost like a floating shelf sort of thing, so they can just sit underneath it. It's all within grabbing distance. So I've got ideas for that. I also think about putting a shelf up here as well, above the tool rack. Again, I can't remember if I've shown around all this, where I operate and build. I think you've only probably just seen this sort of shot. If you want to see around, comment below. I'll show you around what I've got here, space I've got. If you want a different angle or something like that, I mean, I normally try to have a camera directly above if I'm doing something detailed here, which I'll be able to do more often if that's what you want. Yeah, this is just a brief update as to what's going on in between other videos. As I said, I've got lots of projects and things that I can get on with, but at the minute I'm just trying to get models that are not damaged but needed work done so I can then get on with something else and clear the space. Hopefully, I don't know if you'll be able to see here, there's a big pilot trainer. Hopefully that's going to a new home soon, but that needs a little bit of work done first. Again, I don't know if you'll be able to see in the camera, there's a bulldog down here. I think that might be the tail of it there, I'm not sure. There's a Scottish aviation bulldog. That just needs servos put into it really, and that could be flying again. Whole list of projects up in the loft. I put another airplane up there yesterday. I had a quick look while I was up there. Airplanes that are started but not finished or needing refurbished. There is 2 Watt 4s, an Acro Watt, now 2 Magnatillas, 1 part built Puppeteer with another 2 Puppeteers being added in a couple of weeks time. There is a 3rd scale Sopwith Pup. There is a Bel Air Genesis. There is a Farmhand. There is a President Electrifly glider. There is another nondescript glider, similar sort of polyhedral design. You probably get the idea, there's quite a few projects up there. Again, comment below. If you like watching what I do, please tell me if you want to see a certain type of thing being done, if you prefer refurbs or if you prefer scratch builds or whatever you prefer. Let me know. The biggest video series I did, which I'll put a link to up here, was the ME109, the PSS 109 Fun Fighter. A lot of comments on that, a lot of people appreciated that, but I want to know what else people like to see. If I need to do it at some point, damage repairs, is that something that people want to see? I don't know. The only way I can find out is if you tell me below here. That'd be a good place. So yeah, that's a rough chat more than anything about what's happening or going to be happening. So I'm waiting on a few things arriving before I can get on with a few other bits and projects and whatnot. It's kind of difficult to think of what to actually film and what not to film. But yeah, me rambling on now anyway. So if you're liking this sort of thing, and if you're watching this and you're not, subscribe down here. You'll get a notification. Oh, if you tick the bell, you get a notification when I put a video up next. All comments are read and appreciated. Tell me what you want to see, tell me what you don't like seeing, and I'll change the videos to suit. I have got one video that I'm going to be doing that is nothing to do with model aircraft whatsoever, in the sort of sense you might be thinking of, but one of our club's strimmers is running like a bag of spanners right now, and I've got it to try and get it running again, so I've got some parts coming for that. I'll probably do a video on how I'm going to try and attempt to fix that. So it's not directly model related, but it is to do with the club, and it is an engine after all. So that'll be coming up soon. Nothing exciting, but somebody might get some use out of it. Yeah, I think I'm just rambling now, so I'll let you get on, and I'll catch you again in the next video.